So, I'm coming from Vienna, from International Institute for Applied Systems Analysis, and working there as a method developer in the Advanced Systems Analysis program. We are JASA as wholly studying global level systems phenomena, and I myself am interested especially in uncertainty and resilience. What we try to do is exactly what Brenda was describing. We try to understand better the complexity of the current reality and the life, and try to create tools that will help assist decision making. Me and myself, I'm mainly currently working with governments, not so much with the corporations anymore, but I have a background as corporate strategist, so that is one reason why I find these issues to be so essential for decision making. So this is kind of overview of what we are doing now. As Brenda said earlier, that now when uncertainty and complexity is increasing, we have two main strategies. One is anticipation, or we build systems that are able to, early warning systems that are able to tell us when something different is happening, something that is not ordinary Tuesday, as Bill was describing earlier. And that is happening as well, and Victor will tell us later tomorrow about our most massive early warning and weak signals detection horizon scanning system that we have built lately. But there is another issue that is kind of interesting. It seems that when partially my background is in economics and foresight, that nowadays decision makers need also the tools that have been developed for anticipating further kind of long-term futures. And now the future is tomorrow, and we have plenty of uncertainties around, and nobody can say that what is going on. So we are applying foresight methods in order to help, for instance, those companies that are approaching, are interested in entering to platform or multi-sided markets or two-sided markets systems where the economic structures or global economic structures are now changing, and mainly through digitalization. The traditional value chains are going to be complex systems, ecosystems as we call them, instead of kind of linear systems that are going through the place. And here, one of the key problems of those companies that we are working with right now is that they simply cannot imagine what is the business model of the future. We know Airbnb and Uber. That is what we say when we are speaking about this. So when people ask what it is, we say that, oh, it's like Airbnb, but it's a kind of in the business-to-business world. And so we are using now foresight methods or future science in order to help us to identify that what are the new business models there. So these things are kind of overlapping in multiple ways. So if we can't anticipate the future, the area that I'm mostly interested in is the unknown unknowns area, where we can't even imagine what is going to happen in the future. And still we have to be able to make wise decisions. Marco and I, we were criticizing Finnish government who made a very, very stupid decision scientifically. This is scientific comment, definitely. Of investing in Russian nuclear energy. No bias at all, really cool. So investing in Russian nuclear energy. So there are plenty of decisions that simply should be made, but we have to know that how we maintain maximize our ability to adapt when environment is changing. And there we are speaking about resilience. what we are doing in the resilience area right now, Bill was speaking about modeling, so we have developed agent-based model of national economies, and I don't speak more about that right now. If someone is interested in, I'm more than happy to help. And agent-based model that is applied for regions or cities. So in order to shock the system and understand that what are the potential implications. We have developed a method for resilience measurement, and we are now within the network. We have written a book for urban resilience that will be coming out, I think. Do you know when it's? I think in Thomas. Do you know?
By the end of this year.
Yeah, or by end of the spring or something. Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, manuscripts are ready. And I did analyze there 7 different urban resilience measurement methods. And now it seems that now if we want to help decision makers and to help them to build resilient systems and to help them to go through and live through shocks, it seems that all our methods are too complicated. I show you. This is one of the. I don't waste any time for the details. We make it so complicated, and it requires so much data, and we want to get so detailed information that it's totally useless. And now it seems that, especially with my Japanese colleagues, we are ending up on something that John was speaking about already 5 years ago. Nice to know that you were right. That in order to understand better that what is the resilience of the organization, we have to understand better that how human being, the social system, is reacting on external shock. Because you can have all the big data, massive visualizations and everything, but your people are reacting in wrong way when they see that something is going wrong. And we have found an indicator. This is early results, but we have found an indicator, and that is simply a trust. So by measuring trust, you are able to understand a lot what is going on, how resilient is your organization in plenty of multiple different environments. We have done it now for governments and for corporations, and now my colleagues are in Japan especially, they are focusing only on this field. And Professor Yamagata and his team is looking at social systems resilience mainly when they are speaking about urban systems. So, and it is so simple to measure if people trust each other, if they trust the city government or if they trust their neighbors.
Is it really simple to measure?
Yes. Yeah, I do not have picture now, but I can show it tomorrow. We are using a method that where we show people 12 pictures, and then we ask them to click the picture that describes what they think about their neighbors. And then we ask them to tell that, why did you choose this picture? And when people tell what they think about neighbors, we have a text mining tool that is able to analyze how strong is their trust on neighbors or city government or whatsoever. Yeah, I can show it briefly tomorrow. The key thing that I learned when I analyzed all of these different kind of resilience measurement systems was that we still think that our world is kind of static, so that we have it's stable, that we know that now we are taking care of so many patients in this hospital, and then we have 5 paramedics units or whatsoever. And in reality, how people are interacting, that is creating the resilience or the behavior of the system. And all of these, we had Rockefeller 100 resilient cities metrics. We had UN metrics, what they are using, and all of us are measuring totally from systems perspective, measuring wrong things, or things that, as a matter of fact, do not tell anything about how our system is behaving with the shocks. So this is our joint challenge. We ought to develop much better tools for this purpose. But while we are waiting, because uncertainty is not decreasing, let's measure trust at least, and take it to our toolkits. So I think that this is all I had to tell now.